Bugungi darsimizda siz bilan Cambridge 8 Test 2 Passage analizini ko'rib chiqamiz va birinchi navbatda bu qismda bizda nima kutilayotganligini bilish maqsadida tahlilni ko'rishimiz kerak va bu qismda meaning and power of smell, demak hidning ma'nosi va kuchi haqida ma'lumot, ya'ni bu qismda biologiyaga doir, smellga doir ma'lumotlarni ko'rishimiz va scientific article, ya'ni ilmiy maqolani o'qishimiz ehtimoli katta. Undan keyin savol turlariga qaragan holda bizdan qanaqa skilllarni ishlatish, qanaqa holatda bu tekstga, bu passage, bu readingga approach qilish kutilayotganligini ko'rishimiz mumkin va bu qismda write correct number, demak bu qismda biz matching heading savollari bor ekan. Undan keyin esa keyingi savol turlarimiz bu multiple choice savollari va one word only filling gap savollari. Demak bu qismda o'zingiz bilganingizdek multiple choice savollari va filling gap savollari bu paragraflarda bo'ladi va biz hamma paragraflarni o'qishimiz kerak in order to find the correct answers for list of headings. Demak bu qismda ko'pchilik o'quvchi nima qilishadi? Ko'pchilik o'quvchi o'qishadi, men matching heading tugatib olaman, keyin boshqa savollarga o'taman, zo'r bo'ladi deyishadi, lekin unaqa bo'lmaydi. Nimaga unaqa bo'lmaydi? Chunki matching headinglarni o'qishsiz zo'r, topasiz zo'r. Topganingizda tugatganingizda, o'sha ikkinchi savolga javob topganingizda siz o'zi qayoqda bo'lasiz? Tekstni tugatgan bo'lasiz. Lekin multiple choice savollari, keyingi filling gap savollari tekstni boshlarida, o'rtaroqlarida turgan bo'ladi. Shu orqali sizga zarar yetadi. Qanaqa zarar yetadi? Asosiy zarar yetishining sababi siz bu tekstni qayta o'qishingiz yoki remember qilishingiz, orqaga borib qaytadan o'qishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Energiyangiz ketadi, vaqtingiz ketadi. O'sha uchun ham nima qilish kerak? Paragraflarni o'qiganda multiple choice savollarini, plus short answer savollarini, keywordlarni multiple choice keywordlarni, savollarni bilib olgan holda, tushunib olgan holda, keyin shunga asosan ish qilish kerak bo'ladi. Masalan, bu qismda 33 da according to introduction deyishgan. 34 da this paragraph B deyishgan. Demak 35 da paragraph C deyishgan. 36 da paragraph E deyishgan masalan. Shularga e'tibor berishim kerak bo'ladi. Masalan, paragraflarni o'qiyotganimda. Undan tashqari test shows that other can help people recognize something belonging to their husband. Qanaqadir item bo'ladi bu. Nimadir o'zini husband wife-ga tegishli qanaqadir buyumni aniqlab olishga yordam berar ekan hidlar. Certain linguistic groups may have difficulty describing smell because if they lack the appropriate nimadir yo'qligi sababli o'sha describe qila olmas ekan smellni. Shunaqa keywordlarni tanlash orqali, topish orqali siz masalan matching headinglarni bajarib ketayotgan bo'lganingizda ham javoblarni topishingiz mumkin. Bu qismda according to introduction deyishgan, shuning uchun ham introduction o'qib ketishimiz kerak. Undan keyin matching heading savollariga javob berishga harakat qilamiz. We become aware of the importance of smell when. Demak, we're aware of the importance of smell when. Demak, qismda qachondir qanaqadir vaziyatda biz smellni muhimligini tushunib qolar ekanmiz, topishimiz kerak. Sense of smell, olfaction is powerful. Others can affect our physical, psychological, social level. For most part, however, breathing in environments which surround us without being consciously aware. Demak, bu qismda we breathe in without being consciously aware. Bilmasdan breathing qilar ekanmiz. It's only when the faculty of smell is impaired for some reason we begin to realize the essential roles sense of smell plays. Demak, bu qismda it's only when qachonki bizani faculty of smell, ya'ni smell hid bilish qobiliyatimiz qanaqadir bo'lib buzilganda, zarar yetganda, keyin biz o'sha smellni o'zimizda hayotimizda o'ynaydigan asosiy rolini tushunib boshlar ekanmiz. Become awareness sinonimi bu qismda begin to realize importance of smell, essential role. Javobini topishimiz kerak. Faculty of smell is impaired. Discover a new smell. Nope. Experience a powerful smell. Nope. Ability to smell. Here ability damaged. Faculty of smell, ability impaired, damaged bo'ladi. Shuning uchun ham C ni javob sifatida olamiz. Endi keyingi javobimiz B da. Shuning uchun ham B ga qaramaymiz, prosta A ni o'qib ketamiz. Matching information qilishimiz, matching headingni qilishimiz kerak. Xo'p. So we're going to about this guy. Umuman muhim emas. Ask participants to comment. Demak, shu narsalarni demak, masalan, matchingda ko'pchilik o'quvchi so'raydi, hammasini o'qib qo'ymayman, ko'payib ketadi informatsiya. Xo'p, filtr qilish o'rganing ma'lumot. Masalan, bizga ham odam kelishi mumkin, kerak bo'lishi mumkin. Mana bu material kerak emas, lekin aniq. Ask participants to comment on how important smell was to their lives, how important their lives. It became apparent when smell can evoke strong emotional responses. I said that social good screen can bring treasure joy. Full of hormone usage with memory makes it grimace. Was discussed. Respondents to the survey notes that many of likes and dislikes were based on emotional associations. Such associations can be powerful enough to that we would generally label unpleasant become agreeable. Then those that we would generally consider fragile become disagreeable for particular individuals. The perception of smell therefore consists not only of sensation of odors, but of the experience and emotions associated with it. O'z ko'rganingdek, muhimligi, smellni hayotda muhimligi, emotional responslar ko'rgan ekan, joy bor ekan, grimace bor ekan. Shuning uchun ham bu qismda aytishyapti, odamlarda har xil, plus bu smell bizda faqatgina sensation emas, his-tuyg'u emas, balki experience va emotsiyalar ham bor degan. Difficulties talking ma'lumot ko'rmadik, role of smell personal relationship ko'rmadik, future studies ko'rmadik, brain and nose ko'rmadik, interpretation of smells defining groupni ko'rmadik, not appreciated ni ko'rmadik, superior sense ko'rmadik, relationship between smell and feelings ni ko'rdik degan. Feelings, emotion turibdi, emotion 1 2 3 4 marta aytganda emotion. O'sha uchun ham mana buni olamiz. 8 deb olamiz javobimizni. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. Ayda javobimiz yo'q bo'lsa kerak, prosta savolga qarab o'tib ketaylik. Xo'p, test option recognize ko'rmadik. Xo'p, bini o'qiymiz. Bini o'qib, mana bu savolga javobni topamiz. Others also essential cues in social bonding. Essential cue in social bonding kelyapti bu. Social bonding demak, bu qismda mana social bonding demak, birga bog'lanishimizda mana bu javobga, savolga javob kelishi shekilli. Ko'ramiz. Oh, sorry. Shut up. What's happening to you? Our respondents to survey believed that there is no true emotional bonding without touching or smelling a loved one. In fact, infants recognize the odors of their mothers soon after birth, and adults can all identify their children or spouse by scent. In one well-known test, one were able to distinguish by smell alone clothing worn by their marriage partners from similar clothing from worn by other people. Most of their subjects would probably never have given much thought to odors as cue for identifying family members before being involved in a test, but as experience revealed, not consciously considered smell registers. O'z ko'rganingizdek, bu qismda social bonding, ya'ni bog'lanish haqida ma'lumot bor, true emotional bonding. Masalan, emotsional bog'lanish bo'lmaydi, touching, smell. Masalan, o'zi aytishyapti, o'zi yaxshi ko'rgan odamlar smell, touch qilmasa, emotional bonding bo'lmaydi dedi. Plus anoda bolalar, chaqaloqchalar onasini smellni biladi, smelldan taniydi onasini. Undan tashqari well-known studyni berishgan, well-known studyda o'sha erkaklar bilan ayollar o'zini rafiqasini, o'zini partnyorini kiyimini smelldan topib olganligini ko'rishimiz mumkin. Plus bu aytishyapti, ma'lumotda qarang, not consciously considered. Demak, o'shunda bular aniq bilmaydi, mana shunaqa qo'yman, lekin prosta register qiladi o'sha bilib turmasa ham. Shows how we make our smell. How we make use of smell without realizing. Maybe, chunki mana yerda yozilgan not consciously considered. Demonstrates family members have similar smell yo'q. Sense of smell is learned haqida ma'lumot yo'q. O'rganiladi degan narsa yo'q demoqda. Compare sense of smell in males and females. No. Demak, o'shunda bu bo'ladi. Chunki we make use of smell without realizing. Demak, ishlatamiz. Mana odor as a cue for identifying family members. Ishlatamiz family member cue sifatida, lekin even though when not consciously considered. Demak, o'shunda tushunmaymiz nima qilayotganimizni, lekin baribir ishlatamiz. Shunaqa bo'ladi. Shu orqali mana shu qismdan javobni topishingiz mumkin. Agar yaxshi bir tarjima qilsangiz, javobi chiqadi. Not consciously considered degani o'sha asosini o'ylanmaydi, o'sha orqali chiqadi. Xo'p, C ga o'tish kerak keyingisi. Mana buni qilishimiz kerak. Test have shown that odors can help people recognize the belonging to their husband and wife. Demak, unda bitta javoblar berilganda, xo'p, qayerda edi hamana? Distinguish smell alone clothing worn by their marriage partners. Demak, unda clothing bo'ladi javobimiz. Kiyimini aniqlab olar ekan. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. Keyingisi matching heading edi. Hali belgilaganimiz yo'q. Different difficulties talking about ma'lumot yo'q. Role of smell, personal relationship ma'lumot bor, chunki bu yerda social bonding turibdi, emotional bonding turibdi, spouses turibdi, marriage turibdi. Qisqasi ikkini olish ehtimoli katta. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. Future no, brain knows no, defining group interpretation no, not appreciate no, superior no. Buni ishlatganmiz o'zi. Ikkitasini ishlatdik o'zi. Keyingisiga o'tamiz. C ga o'tamiz. In spite of its importance, ga qaramasdan, yaxshi struktura. In spite of its importance to our emotional and sensory lives, smell is probably is the most undervalued sense. Men topdim javobini. Undervalued degani qadrlanmagan, not appreciated bo'lar ekan, 6 bo'lar ekan. Nimaga 6 bo'ladi? Mana yozilgan. Smell is probably the most undervalued sense in many cultures. Ko'plab ma'nolarda, kulturlarda most undervalued demak e'tibordan chetda qoldirilgan, qadrlanmagan sens bo'ladi. The reason often given for the low regard which smells is held that comparison with importance among animals, the human sense of smell is feeble and underdeveloped. While it's true that olfactory powers of humans are nothing like as fine as those possessed by certain animals, they're still remarkably acute. Our noses are able to recognize thousands of smells, okay, and perceive odors which are present only in extremely small quantities. Xo'p, mayli ko'ramiz. Buni belgiladik. Multiple choice topish kerak. What is writer doing? Aytishyapti, ga qaramasdan, muhimligiga qaramasdan, ko'plab millatlar uni o'sha ko'plab kulturlarda aniq qilinmaydi, qadrlanmaydi. Lekin shu chunki qadrlanmasligi sabab boshqa hayvonlarning sense of smellga qaraganda bizanikilar juda ham kuchsiz, underdeveloped, rivojlanmagan. Lekin shunga qaramasdan hali ham ular o'tkir, minglab zabiqlarni aniq olar ekan, recognize qilar ekan degan. Supporting other research haqida ma'lumot yo'q, proposal ma'lumot yo'q, rejecting common belief ma'lumot bor, chunki aytishyapti underdeveloped deyishyapti, feeble deyishyapti, lekin shunga qaramasdan kuchli deyishyapti. Limitation haqida ma'lumot yo'q edi. Limitation degan, lekin limitation describe qilgani yo'q bizning avtor. Xo'p, linguistic groupni aniq ko'rganimiz yo'q, describing smell ko'rganimiz yo'q. Diga o'tamiz, javobni topamiz. Xo'p, smell however is highly elusive phenomenon. Unlike odors, colors, for instance, cannot be named in many languages because of the specific vocabulary symbol doesn't exist. Demak, unda so'z yo'q o'sha narsada, o'sha so'zni, o'sha smellni, o'sha tuyg'uni ta'riflashga so'z yo'q. O'sha uchun nima qilamiz? Iloji yo'q. Hope I'm sorry. Xo'p, nima qilamiz? Specific vocabulary yo'q ekan, tushuntirishga o'sha so'zlarni ta'riflashga so'zlar yo'q ekan. Xo'p, it smells like degan ekan, shu. We have to say when describing an odor, struggling to express our olfactory experience, nor can odors be recorded. Now we have to say when describing an odor, struggling to express our olfactory, nor can be recorded. There's no recording. There's no effective way to either capture, store them over time. In the realm of olfaction, we must make do with descriptions or recollections. This has implications for olfactory research. Deyishgan ekan. Xo'p, mayli. Certain linguistic groups may have difficulty describing smell because they lack the appropriate something. Many languages cannot be named. All odors cannot be named because the specific vocabulary simply doesn't exist. Vocabulary, they like vocabulary. Vocabulary yo'q. Shu uchun ham aniqlanmaydi. Describe qilinmaydi. Our sense of smell may involve response to which don't smell in addition to obvious odors. Demak, unda sense of smell may involve response to something which don't smell. Ya'ni qanaqadir narsa, qanaqadir nimadir hidi yo'q, ya'ni hid taratmaydigan nimadir bo'lishi kerak. O'qishni bizani o'qiganimiz yo'q o'qishni. Xo'p, matching topishimiz kerak. Difficulties in talking about smell bo'ladi, chunki bu qismda aytgan so'zimiz yo'q, qiynalamiz, rekord qilib bo'lmaydi, qaytarib bo'lmaydi, вообще qiyin degan ma'lumotlar bor. Elusive phenomenon keyword bu qismda cannot be named degan ma'lumot bor. Specific vocabulary doesn't exist. Struggling to express mana. Struggling, difficulty. Express, talking. Olfactory experience, talking about smells bo'ladi. O'sha uchun ham bir bo'ldi bu qismda. Keyingiga o'tamiz. Hop, F. Most of researchers on smell undertaken to date has been on a physical scientific nature. Significant advances have been made in the understanding of biological and chemical nature of olfaction, okay? But many fundamental questions have yet to be answered. Demak, shunda biological, chemical naturelarni tushundik ozroq. Lekin fundamental questionlar, ya'ni asosiy savollar hali javob berilishi kerak. Researchers have still to decide whether smell is one sense or two, one responding to odors proper and other registering odorless chemicals in air. Demak, javobimiz chiqdi. short answer filling gapga. Other unanswered questions are: the nose is the only part of the body, how smells can be measured. Questions like this mean that interest in psychology of smell is inevitably set to play in an increasingly important role for researchers. Demak, qismda o'z ko'rganingizda physical scientific nature ni ko'rdik, lekin ko'plab savollar javobsiz qolib ketgan degan ma'nolar bor. Demak, uchun ham future studies into smell nasib bo'ladi. Chunki bu yerda savollar bor, o'shani javob berishimiz kerak degan ma'lumotlar borda. Relationship between brain and nose haqida ma'lumot yo'q. Defining grouplarni hali ko'rmadik. Smell is superior sense haqida ma'lumot yo'q. Demak, bu 3 ni olamiz. Bizda 3 ta variant qoladi. Xo'p, borib multiple choice bilan savollarga ham ko'rishimiz kerak. Multiple choice bor. What does writer suggest about study of smell in atmosphere in paragraph? In the atmosphere, maqsad ma'lumot bor atmosphere. Here. Yes, here savol javob bor. Measurements is becoming more accurate haqida ma'lumot yo'q. Researchers believe smell is a purely physical reaction. Yo'q. Most smells are inoffensive haqida umuman ma'lumot yo'q. Purely physical reaction must psychological ham bor. Smell is yet to be defined ma'lumot bor. D bo'ladi. Voy, nima qilding? Mana qilaylik. Yet to be defined maqsadida ma'lumot borda, mana fundamental questions fundamental have questions have yet to be answered. Yet bor, defined bor, fundamental questions bor, smell bor. Shuning uchun ham D ni olishga qaror qildik. The sense of smell involve responses to which don't smell. Odorless borda, mana odors proper and registering odorless chemicals. Responses to chemicals bo'ladi. Responses to chemicals which don't smell. Keyingi savolni o'qiymiz, tushunamiz. Odors regarded as unpleasant in certain, something are not regarded as unpleasant in others. Demak, odamlarmi, situatsiyalarmi, unpleasant, not unpleasant. F o'qib javobini topib olishimiz kerak. Smell is not simply a biological or psychological phenomenon. O'z ko'rgazib mana faqatgina purely physical emasda, psychological. Smell is cultural phenomenon, a social and historical phenomenon. Odors are invested with cultural values. Smells that can be considered offensive in some cultures may perfectly be acceptable in others. Mana qismda yozilgan, regarded as unpleasant in certain cultures may be perfectly acceptable in others, are not regarded as unpleasant in others. Demak, qismda cultures bo'ladi. Cultures. Therefore, our sense of smell is means of or model for interacting with the world. Different smells can provide us with intimate and emotionally charged experiences, and the value that we attach to these experiences interiorized by the members of society in deep personal way. Whatever commonly held feelings about smell can help distinguish us from other cultures. The study of cultural history of smell, therefore, very real sense and investigation into the senses of human culture bo'ldi. Tushunarli kulturaga bog'langan, tamom. O'zi nechta variant qoldi? Relationship between brain and nose umuman ko'rmadik, chiqib ketadi. Interpretation of smell as a factor of defining group bor, chunki mana defining group bu qismda kulturalarni berishgan. Turli xil kulturalar. Smell superior sense haqida ma'lumot yo'q. Shu bilan bugungi darsimiz o'z nihoyasiga yetadi. Hammaga tushunarli video bo'ldi degan umiddaman. Video kommentada o'zlaringiz muammolaringizni qoldirib ketishinglar mumkin. Sizlar bilan ko'rishguncha xayr, guys.